Hello, my crafty friends. I don't know if anybody's free to come in at this time of day or not, but I was going to make a video on remaking this book and decided that that I would do it on a short stream, no more than an hour. I'm just wanting to try to redo this, and for one thing, it's not going to be big enough, and I ordered some rings a while back, the first part of August, to make it big enough. I think that ought to make it big enough. I may not be able to do this after all. Um, anyway, I bought some rings so I can put it back together. But I'm going to start just by taking it apart and trying to rebuild it because I'm not real happy with it the way it is. I see some lurkers out there. Nobody's talking to me. It says 4 people are watching. That's okay. I'm not offended. Okay. I really liked these that were kind of brass, but the black ones will be okay. Hi, Christy. There's several reasons why I'm not happy with this book. One is that I just don't really like the cover. I just don't really like it. Hi, Franna. So I'm going to try to remake the book, and then I will redo the covers later. Hi, Ruth. So I'm going to try to come up with something. Oh, I may not be able to do this. I forgot I would have to talk more if I was doing a live stream. Hi, Holly. Anyway, I'm going to try to cut these pages down in half instead of having them opening like signatures. Just make them into individual pages. And then I'm going to put them in these rings. But I wanted to at least get some kind of background on them. Yay! I'm excited for you, Christy. I can't wait to watch you. Oh, goodness. Well, I may be off of here way sooner than I planned. I'm just right now going to cut these apart, and then I'm going to put washi tape over this part to close it up. And that's the first step I'm going to take. Oh, good. Well, I'm sure Beth will be a good helper. What kind of camera did you get? Oh, well, thank you, Franna. I don't know why I'm not happy with it, but I'm just not. I think part of it is because it is nothing like anything else I did in August. And so it just doesn't seem like it goes with all the other stuff I did. And that may be my problem with it. Right now, that's what I can think of, because I've done covers similar in the past and liked them just fine, but this one's not making me happy. And it may be that I'm just sick and nothing makes me very, very happy right now. Hi, Deborah. I'm glad you're here. I was telling the girls I'm trying to redo this very first journal I did on August 1st. To turn it into something I actually like. I was not happy with I just wasn't happy with it, and it wasn't big enough. I had it on these rings, but there's no way all that stuff was going to fit inside it on these rings. So I ordered me some from Amazon. I thought these were 2-inch rings. Obviously, they're not. Let's see how big they are. The C920, that's what I've got. And I think it's a good camera. Okay, well, maybe they call these 1.5 inches. I don't know. They're a little bit bigger than 1.5 inches. They call these 3-inch rings. And they're exactly 3 inches in here. So, I guess these are 1.5 inches. Anyway, this ought to be big enough. If it's not, I've got way too much stuff to put in this journal. Anyway, if I can make this journal look like something that belongs with all the other stuff I did, then I'm going to put that stuff in here. If I can't, I'm just going to give up on this and put all those things in something else. I really wanted to put them all together. I am going to make 4 of these into pockets to go on some of these pages, because right here I have 32 pages, and I think that should be big enough to put my stuff in. So, but I wanted some big pockets. Hi, Beverly. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're really big rings. I kind of laughed when I got them in the mail because it's like industrial strength. It looks to me like it ought to hold jailer's keys or something on it. Anyway, I think all my stuff ought to fit in this book by the time I put them on those rings. I'm gonna leave those aside right now because they're those are gonna become pockets, and I'm gonna see if I can cover up the edges on these. This is fabric washi tape, and it's stickier than most washi tape, so I think it'll work well for this. Except I got to get my scissors. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if we have enough to do all 8 of the kind of khaki colored ones here. I really wanted to do something today. Yesterday, I just didn't feel like doing anything. So, and this is the thing I'm least looking forward to. The finishing all those other projects I was really looking forward to, but I've got to decide if I'm going to put them in here or not. So this had to kind of be done first. Hi, Becky. I'm glad to see you here. I'm sorry y'all are having to kind of listen to my croaky voice. But I was going to be croaky if I did a video, so I might as well be croaky live. Oh, thanks. I actually got these at Dollar Tree. And I wish now I had bought more of them because I've never seen them again anywhere. Okay, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more. Hi, Suzanne. It's good to see you. Well, I barely had enough. I have a little bit more I could do something with. I saw that. Was that your video I was watching? I watched somebody on video who showed how bad it went for them. I can't remember whose video it was I was watching. I'm going to alternate these pages. And I'm going to, right now, just work with these. Yeah, we better use it. I'm I'm one of those people who loved washi tape, and I bought a bunch of it. And I had a good friend. Well, she's still my friend, but we just don't get to see each other very much anymore. But she's the one who got me to buying washi tape, and she did amazing things with washi tape. And I just never did do all the fun things that she did with it. So um, it hasn't turned out to be as cool a thing for me as it should be. Well, I didn't think that you made videos, but I've been wrong before. And I think one reason I get confused is because most of the people who have crafting groups on YouTube, I mean, on Facebook, make videos, or most of the ones I know, and you have a group. If you can have a group, you can make videos. If I can make videos, you can make videos. Hi, Sharon. It's good to see you. Oh, well, that's good to know, Holly. Holly says just heat it up and then it should work. I haven't had, oh, I was trying to, I may have messed this one up. Okay. This feels more like duct tape on the back. I mean, it's really sticky like that. So it's good for this kind of project where you don't want to try to figure out how to glue it. Is she having some trouble, Becky, or is it just a mommy day? Kids have those, so I know pets do too. Oh, with weather, yes. Yeah. I know it's terrible to say this, but I kind of forget about all the bad weather everybody's having in between talking to people about it because ours has just stayed exactly the same. Nice and cool first thing in the morning and hot by noon. Well, I haven't even really been online much today to see, and that's where I get my news from mostly. I did see that the police had shut down the campuses to one of our high schools here in town, but I didn't get any more information than that. I have no idea why, what happened, but it's a little scary just knowing that they did. I'm sure I'll find out in the next day or two what was going on, but um, well, that's not very straight. You're getting the gloom. Yeah. Well, come on. This is boring, I know. If I was making a video, I would have just paused the video to do this, but y'all are stuck with it, I guess, since I can't pause this. Go cook, Beverly. Sounds good. Hi, Susan. Sorry, I'll have to listen to that. Yesterday was a hard day for me because I couldn't do anything artsy. I just felt too crummy. But I figured I have a couple of decent hours in the afternoon, it seems like, so I decided to use them. I can't get this off. Here we go. Hi, Nettie. It's good to see you. I'm glad y'all came to brighten my day. I don't know if you knew that that's what you were doing when you popped in, but it is. That's what you're doing. You're making me feel better. My idea was after I get this washi tape on to start out just putting some old book pages on these. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to, in fact, I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to cover. I'm just going to kind of tear around the edges and put it down somewhat in the middle of each page. I'll mostly cover the page, but I'm not trying to cover it up completely. Okay, one more of these and we'll work on the black ones. Well, I'm glad you're here to see me, Susan, and sorry you have to hear me because I know I don't sound all that great. Of course, I don't know that I usually sound all that great, but I'm definitely glad to see y'all. Oh, my brain can't get my eyes to work, or my eyes can't get work with my fingers or something. This is ridiculous. Why does it always feel worse when you're doing it and people are watching? It's like that double-sided tape. It's so hard sometimes to get the white off. And it seems like it's worse when I'm doing it on a video. Okay. I got those done. And now we'll do the black ones. They're a little bit smaller, so. See if I can get it to not be so twisty. It's funny, I'm sitting here worried about how boring this is for y'all, but I can remember sitting and watching Shelly at Crafting Mamas just cut out stuff for hours. So maybe it's not too terrible. If you got people in the chat to talk to, that helps. But y'all aren't talking much, so you must be as tired as I am. Okay, I think this is the last one. Oh, thank you, Nettie. That's a good kind of multitasking, Susan. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're getting relaxed, Ruth. To be honest, these simple repetitive things, there's something relaxing about doing them too. It's kind of like fussy cutting stuff. It can be relaxing. As long as you have a good pair of scissors, it can be relaxing. Hmm. I think I'm going to go inside this because I am not sure if I'm going to want that flap up or down. And I don't want to take away the chance to have it up if that's what I decide I want. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of them. Give myself options. Well, hey, Barbara. I'm kind of coldy. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to get past it, but oh, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see it. It doesn't look quite as bad, but it's really humpy right there. And it's stuck. I'm leaving it alone. I don't want to make it unsticky. Oh, art, Becky. Always art. You'll just have to, unless it's putting sheets on the bed, that's kind of important. So say you'll just have to unmake the bed in a little while. I wouldn't bother making it at this point in the day. But if it's putting the sheets on it, that's different. That's important. Folding laundry. Yeah. I've got some in the dryer right now, but I'll fold that later. Squirrel. Well, I'm not doing anything exciting, Barbara. You could probably pay your bills while and still keep up. Um, there you go. You got lots of time. Oh, I got my grocery shopping done this morning, so I don't have, and so I can play for a little while, but about 6 I have to go get pick up the stuff at the dry cleaners for my husband and my son. So I have to be off here by then, if not before. Do any of y'all have a good recipe to cook a brisket in the crock pot? I've always done it in the oven before. but I'm not wanting to mess with the oven. I'm just wanting to put it in the crock pot and leave it overnight. If you got any easy ideas, I'd like to hear them. Well, come on. I think for some reason my mind thinks this fingernail is longer than it is, and I can't quite grab it. I really can't. Go check with the chef. There you go, Barbara. You're the woman. You're going to help me out. I appreciate it. That made me remember. I was trying to remember who it was. I don't think it was Hannah, but it might have been. Was saying that they were thinking about sayings that we say, and one of them was "You're the man," and it just doesn't sound as good when you say "You're the woman." For some reason, it doesn't ring quite the same way or something. It should, but it doesn't. Well, hi Dana. I'm glad you're here. One packet of McCormick's beef stew seasoning and a small amount of water. Usually add a quartered onion and a few stalks of celery. Well, I have everything except the beef stew seasoning. Hi, Norma. But I am going to the store again tomorrow because I forgot a couple of things. And I'm not going to cook it until tomorrow night. So I'll try to remember to write that down. Brown first in the skillet to seal in the flavor. Oh, I don't think I have a skillet big enough for this brisket. It's a huge brisket. I wish I knew how to say your name. Isaac Isaacwill? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but hello. If you could give me a phonetic spelling, that might help me. I am not very good with that. I'm sorry you chose the first time you're going to come into my stream to be something very boring. Okay, Becky, thank you. All righty, thank you, Barbara. AA, there we go. That's easy. We can do that. Oh, finally. Good grief. That was just getting ridiculous. Uh-oh. Well, I shut that one, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw some glue under it. And, well, there is. It's already kind of glued anyway. I guess I picked the right one to forget. Okay. Done. Don't have to worry about that one. Well, wow, from Turkey. Well, thank you for showing up and visiting with us. Turkey, that's a long ways away. Although, uh, here in Texas, we have names from everywhere. We have a little town about an hour and a half away from here called Turkey, Texas. I'm sure it is nothing like where you live. And right next to it's a cute little town that looks like it's Quitaquay, but it's Kittyquay. or Quiddicue. That's what it looks like. It looks like you say it Quiddicue, but you really say it Kittyquay. So, okay, here are these. I've got some of them with the pocket part down and some with it up, and I did that on purpose, just to have some variety because I didn't know what I was going to do with them from the very beginning. But okay, and I'm going to take these and alternate them to put them in the book. But right now, all I'm going to do is try to put some background papers on. Okay. I'm going to throw these away because they're just, I don't know anything special to do with those. So I'm going to throw them away. Eventually, you got to throw some things away. Okay. I'm going to just take a piece of this. This is from some kind of a law book. I can't remember. It's very old, very very brittle paper, which is one reason why I thought it might be fun to just let it rip where it does and put it down, even if it's nothing, not even or whatever. And then we can okay, it's still a little bit big. Felt like I took off a ton. Let's do a little bit over here. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Alrighty. And I'm going to just use this little bottle of my DIY Mod Podge stuff to glue it down. I've decided I'm going to use this bottle because I can fill it to a certain amount where I can shake it up good. And then I'll mix up that other bottle really, really good and then pour it in here. I like using these small bottles better. Okay, I'm going to set this over here and let it dry a little bit while we do another one. Well, hi, Joey. It's good to see you here. I'm sorry I'm not doing anything real exciting. Just putting the background on some pages. I had this journal I made to put all my altered envelope things in, and then I didn't like it, so I'm trying to remake it. So I'm just using this page out of this old book and kind of putting down backgrounds. Hi, Lisa. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Oh, well, did you find anything exciting? I'm going to have to live vicariously through you if you found something exciting, since I can't go to Hobby Lobby right now. I did this one way neater than I expected to. I kind of like the crumbly one better, I think. So just bits and bobs. Mum is the word. Okay, I won't tell anybody. Oh, good for you, Dana. We're gonna have to keep each other safe. I'm saving those little pieces because I might use them somewhere else. In fact, I may put some of it right up there. I don't know. Okay, let's see if this will. Yeah, that'll be better. Not watching hauls till October. I don't blame you. I saw a couple today. I mean, I didn't watch them. I saw that they were out there, and I quickly flipped past them because I figured, well, today probably would have been a good day to watch them actually, because I didn't feel like going and looking at stuff anyway. But I thought right now I'm kind of I'm not feeling good, so I'm in a weakened state, and I didn't need temptation in a weakened state. So ordered and hoarded. Okay. Oh, let's see if we can get under there a little bit. Oh, well, it was probably going to go down good anyway, but these envelopes that are open in the middle are sometimes. Uh-oh. I went right over that Brad, and I didn't mean to unhide it. Oh, good grief! Stop that. I'm not supposed to be on autofocus. Let me go see if I can figure out what's going on. Come on. I'm sorry. That's like pulsing. It's like it's got a pulse. That is the weirdest thing ever. Oh, now it quit since I'm trying to get into that program. Well, it says my autofocus is off, so I don't know what that was. Anyway, it was weird. It was weird, but I guess it's over. Let's just take that off. Okay. I use the Elmer's glue all instead of the school glue, just because I think it's stronger. Um, I don't know that it's enough better to worry about, but that's just what I've always used. And I used to just mix it with water myself, but Pamela Foster gave me her recipe, which includes adding some water-based polyurethane into it. And she does, like, she mixes it in a quart jar, and oh, well, that's weird. Okay, she mixes it in a quart jar and mixes her glue and the polyurethane, like 2 to 3 ounces of polyurethane, and then adds enough water to get it to the thinness or thickness that she likes. And that's what I've done on my last one. That's the okay, I gotta figure out which way is best. Gonna make a dangle. Okay, I'm gonna take off a little bit more over here. It's funny, you take off what seems like way too much, and it's still not quite enough to make it fit good. Yeah, water-based polyurethane and the glue and a little bit of water, however much you want. But and she mixed hers with one of those immersion, immersion blender things. But that she got at the thrift store. It was an old one she had or something. Um, but I didn't have one of those, and so I bought one of those sticks that you can add on to a drill to mix your paint, and that's what I used. Oh dear, Becky, that is hilarious. Why do they call it pattern paper? Uh-oh. They tear up a little bit. I didn't measure good. Well, I bet you can still find something to do with it. And somebody else mentioned on my a comment on the video that I did about that do-it-yourself Mod Podge, and they said that you need to be sure to go ahead to mix it every time you use it. Don't just mix it once and think it's good. So I'll pass that on too. Are you wanting to make a pattern, Becky? What kind of pattern are you going to make? Oh, cool. Okay, well, that's neat. Okay, let's put this on. And I'll probably do something else with it. I'm just trying to make it something that will go with all the fun things I made in August. I did not love this journal, but I loved everything else I did. And so I wanted to make something that would go with it better. I don't know if these will dry fast enough for me to do the other side or not. Okay, come on. That sounds fun, Suzanne. What are you going to do with the folders? Do you have any specific plans? Oh, I did too. Yay! I'm ahead. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one since I messed up there and I'm not in the mood to deal with the um watching it to make sure I don't glue it down. So they don't all need those pockets open anyway. I was just wanting to leave my options open. But that option just closed. Um Lisa, I went and looked at those and I cannot remember what the reason was that I didn't buy them. But there was a reason, but I can't remember what it was. But I did go look at them. I wish I could remember what it was that made me decide not to buy them. I'm going to save this one for the next black one because it's smaller. Hi, Janet. It's good to see you here. I just needed to do some art, and I figured y'all would be forgiving of my coughing and my not sounding great. I'm doing a little bit better this afternoon, but I do know that I tend to think in the afternoons I'm doing better, and then by bedtime I'm yucky again. So I'm not sure if that means I'm actually doing better, or if it just means that I'm feeling a little bit better at the moment. They are a ridiculous price. Well, that possibly could be it, Lisa. That possibly could be it. But I was thinking it was something else. I just am not sure what it was. I wish I could remember. Uh-oh. Let's just tear off a little bit. Well, Janet, you remember that journal I made out of envelopes on August 1st when I started this whole envelope stuff that I was going to put everything in? And I had these covers and I had it on some rings like this. Anyway, hi Mina. I didn't really like that cover. I didn't like that journal. And I was not wanting to put my stuff in it because I really like all the other things I made, but I didn't really like that journal. And also it was too small. So I bought me some big rings. And I'm going to remake it. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's kind of remaking that journal. And I'm just, I decided just to do a base on all the pages like this. So. Well, I was thinking it might be an ingredient or it might have been, I don't know what it was, Lisa. And it might have been purely that they just cost more than I was willing to spend at the moment. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Yes, Nitty. We'll be praying. And these are important. I ordered these off of Amazon, and they're 3-inch rings. They had black and silver, and I didn't want the silver ones, so I got the black ones. And I didn't expect them to be quite that huge because I thought the ones I had were 2-inch. So I thought they'd be an inch bigger than that. But it turns out the ones I already had were 1.5 inch. So they're twice as big. But that's okay. Oh, you're welcome, Mina. Hi, Annie. It's good to have you here. I'm just trying to redo a project I wasn't happy with. So I'm adding some background papers at the moment. I tried a speech recognition program. Excuse me just a second. On my computer when they first came out. I mean, we spent money on it and everything, and it would never, you had to go through this rigmarole and say all these things to get it to recognize your voice and your words. And it wouldn't recognize me. I don't know if it's my Texas accent or if it's something else, but I couldn't talk proper enough for it to pay attention to me. Oh, you're welcome, Nettie. This is a great group of people to have praying for you. Oops. Let's see. It's amazing. You think you've gotten it plenty skinny enough, and then it's not. Well, your phone case was very cute. I admired you for getting up in the night when you couldn't sleep and doing something. My craft room is outside the house. My husband would not be happy if I got up in the middle of the night and came out here to craft. So while he was asleep. That would not make him happy. If it was just in the other room, it'd be different. But I was a little jealous that you could do that. But I also know if I did that, I would never get any sleep because it takes me so long to go to sleep at night. Scott wouldn't even miss you. Well, Darren wouldn't miss me because he'd be sleeping, but he would find out about it eventually, and then he wouldn't be happy. Maybe I should remake that statement. He wouldn't notice I was gone, but I'm not gonna. I know he wouldn't like it, so I wouldn't do it. Let's just put it that way. I try to be respectful of his protectiveness. Oh, good grief! I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it feels like I've done more than that. He gave up ages ago. Oh, cool, Janet. That sounds like fun. Well, this is the first crafty thing that I've done since Tuesday night, so I'm excited to be doing something, even if it's not very exciting. Hi, Kendra. Oh, I need to put this back in that before it clogs up. Oh, I have not mastered the art of sewing paper yet. And so it wouldn't be relaxing for me to sew paper, but um, gluing paper is relaxing. So I'm doing what I need to be doing. Well, Becky, I have an old sewing machine that a friend gave me. She got a new one, and this one's it's an Alco brand. It's like weighs 50 pounds. Um, it's not my real sewing machine, so I don't worry about it that way. I can't get the tension right, I think, or something. Um, I'm gonna try a different thread from what I've got on there right now. I think it's oh dear, I think it's too thick. And then when I put different thread back on it and I'll use Tanya's threading method, and then probably it'll probably work better. I just haven't done it. Yeah, portable. That's what they say. I'm gonna have to come up with this project specifically for those pages. Maybe I'll do Maybe I'll just piece together on the other sides um, the rest of the pieces of this. Well, I screen my phone calls. If I don't know you, I don't answer. If it's if it's really important, I figure you'll leave me a message. Tanya did a few videos, I think, on sewing tips. Um, but this may not be on there when she talked about. This may have just been in a live stream when she mentioned it, but she said if you always thread it with the presser foot up, then you'll always get better tension. So, oh yeah. Well, my family members always, their phone numbers, I mean, they have their names attached to them, so I don't have to worry about it being a family member. But I get all kinds of calls that just say Amarillo, Texas, and we've started getting calls, and my this is on the house phone. The caller ID says fraudulent caller. I'm like, well, if the caller ID knows it's a fraudulent caller, I'm definitely not answering it. I just laughed and laughed the first time I heard that. And Darren said, that's not any weirder than your telephone telling you it might be a spam call. I'm like, I know, but it just sounds so funny. Fraudulent caller. Yeah, Janet, try it with the foot up. That's Tanya said that with all the years she worked at the um for Bernina, that was she always had to handle phone calls of people who had trouble, and that was always the first thing she asked them to do was go back and thread it with the pressure foot up and see if that fixes your problem. She said like 90% of the time it does. But I had this real pretty gold thread, and that's what I have on the machine right now that I wanted to do. Well, I put it on there for Christmas last year to do paper. That shows how far behind I am. I still haven't taken it off, even though it was giving me trouble. Um, but it's really heavy, and I think that that's part of the problem is it's really heavy thread, and it's metallic, so it kind of shreds. Yeah, when it says it's the sheriff, it's probably one of those companies that say they're gathering money for the sheriff's department or something, donations. But I always tell those people, if you want to send me paperwork, I will think about donating, but I'm not donating to anybody over the phone because I don't trust people like I used to. Well, and these people who call, they do say they're calling in behalf of. They don't say they're calling from the police department or from the sheriff's department or whatever. They're calling in behalf of them raising money. But they always, most of the time, they refuse to send me anything. And so they don't get any money from me. If they have to have, my promise right then, I tell them, well, I'm not going to promise you that I'll send you anything. Oh, this is Sheriff so and so. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten one of those. Wow, I really thought I would get a lot further than this. Looks like all I'm going to get done is putting some paper on these and the washi tape that I did earlier. I'm going to have to leave here in a little bit. Bye-bye, Lisa. Well, there's not going to be much later to watch because I'm fixing to get off in a few minutes too. Okay, I'm just going to glue this down too. I have decided. I'm in a glue it down kind of mood. Just right over the top of my paper. Well, that's not, let's see here. Okay, I got two more and then I'm going to call it done for today. Uh, that's funny, Becky. As soon as they tell me I've won, I just hang up. I've quit even trying to be polite to them because they won't let you get a word in to try to politely hang up. So I just hang up. Yeah, you're 11 kids. Okay. Oh, believe me, I understand, Becky. I'm kind of got fog brain too. I'm surprised I'm even trying to be coherent on here, but I just needed some crafty friend time. So I appreciate y'all coming in and being here with me for a little while. All right. I had one more. Oh, there it is. I don't have any more places to lay them, so I'm glad I only have one left. Well, I'm glad it was a nice surprise for you. It was kind of a surprise for me. I didn't really plan to do it. I just was getting out here to do a video, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and stream. It'll be easier. I won't have to edit anything. I won't have to upload. I just stream and be done. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that you had fun chilling out and watching me pour glue and paint with glue. I got a call from my sister yesterday, and she had seen my that I had done a video about the no spending challenge, and that wasn't why she called. She just mentioned it when she called, but she said she went on there to watch that video because she was excited I was going to talk about that. And she said, but all I saw was your hands. She goes, I need you to do some videos where I can see your face. She says, I miss you. I want to see your face. I told her she just had to Skype with me sometime because I don't do very many show my face videos. Okay. Let's see if any of these are no. Even the first ones I did are not dry enough to, well, that one might be, but I don't think so. I thought if they were dry enough I could turn them over, I would go ahead and do a few on the other side, but bye-bye, Nettie. But none of them are dry enough to turn over, so we're going to not worry about that. I'm trying to think about what to do on the cover. Because oh dear, just pulled the little ball off the pen. That's not good. But I ordered a while back, I guess about a month ago, I ordered some pens, non-rusting stainless steel pens, so I can just get another one out because I was always losing my pens for this. So I thought I will always have some now that don't rust. So I have one to stick in there too. Oh. Well, I think I'm gonna call her done. Thank you for coming and sitting with me while I glue. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Ouch. Stuck my hand in the glue trying to get to my mouse. Thank you, Janet. I'm working on it. Oh, Joan. Hi. Thank you. I'm glad you popped in for a second after lurking so I could know you were here. Bye-bye.